Okay, this week on 3D Cast we are joined by James Jowsey, wizard.
Hi.
Again, because you were like kind of on it with Madders, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the bit part.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good that. It was like with Phil.
Yeah.
Very informative.
Yeah. He's a clever bloke, mate.
Yeah, he is.
Very clever bloke.
So what's your like relationship with Phil then?
Lovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you cheating on me?
No, I've known Phil since 2007. So yeah, I was just on a seminar in the gym that I was going to go and work in. Like they brought in outside educators to just help kind of progress the PT team and stuff.
Yeah.
Initially back in the day. So yeah, Phil was on this seminar, and like I'd already done like a few movement kind of based corrective courses. Like Premier Training have their own, which was called resisted movement training at the time, which was a bit of a base on pull checks. It was kind of a hybrid of like pull check and kind of push pull screening, squat screening, deadlift. So it was a bit of a hybrid on that. And I'd done the Gray Cook functional movement screening as well. But yeah, I'd used them all, and it like saw some success, but not like it, for me. It just didn't work 100% at the time. So I was like, how can, when people claim that somewhere's this is the way, like how can it be the way if it doesn't work
for everybody?
I mean, that's the big thing with science as well. Like all the things of like, do squats make people stronger? Yeah, science has proved that squats make people stronger. So yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Like when these courses saying, "Oh, you've got to do this," but then people, overuse a squat, but that's a different conversation. But like when they're saying, "Oh, do this, and you will correct this person," okay, now it doesn't happen. So yeah, I was in the room with Phil, and then they started talking about principles, like let's say so all the way in 2007, principles, which are the buzzword now. Like he was ahead of the game.
What was he doing at that time, Phil? What was he involved in?
Phil had he was just finished being a lecturer for Premier Training. So I did Premier Training's diploma course in 2005, and I think Phil had been working for them since he was 19.
Right.
By the age of 21, he'd written their diploma. So the diploma that I did, Phil had written that course at 21. For Premier Training.
Right. What diploma? Diploma in what? Like just PT?
Personal training, the 3, back then it used to be like 3 months intensive. You go in and you sat in the classroom, 9 or 5.
Yeah.
Wow. Come out, you're a PT.
Mine was 6 weeks, mate. Yeah. Rubbish.
Yeah, well, 6 weeks. I mean, the thing is, like, the 3 months though, it was. So what was it? I did the full diploma, so it was like first 5 weeks was gym instruction, so level 2 gym instructor. Then it was personal trainer, and then I finished with the sports massage.
All right.
So I came out as sports massage and personal training back then. So that's how it was.
Yeah, I did my level 3, the GP referral, and then the level 4 with Premier. Yeah. It was all right.
Yeah, the courses. I mean, the thing with all the courses, like Premier Training back then was considered the leading one. I don't follow them now, probably still is today, but a lot of them, because they're all national body driven and they have to fit MVQ things. Like some of them might go into a little bit more detail, but the core curriculum is similar across all of them. Yeah. So it's more. Problem is, you're a PT that comes off a course. If you just came off that course and that was you for the rest of your career, then I'd say probably invest in Premier Training. But you need to do more than that. But if you want to get qualified as a PT, there's probably a cheap one out there. Get your level 2, get your level 3, and
you're insured to work in the gym.
And then now go find all the clever people out there that.
That was the way I did it. It was 6 weeks. The training room. It was a few grand, to be fair. I mean, my dad paid it. Wicked. But 6 weeks and then you're out in the open, in the real world. You don't really know anything. You're just like blagging it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be in the gym remember being in the gym and say you coming into the gym. So this was me 2007 time. So I'd been 2 years and had full client base and everything like that. And new guys would come in the gym and like everyone gets a little bit insecure. And you see other trainers going, "Oh yeah, he doesn't know nothing." It's like he's only at exactly the same point where you was where I was 2 years ago, and where you was a year ago. Like, give the guy a break. Like, help him.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like you're saying, like don't just stop there. Keep going. But don't. I started out in like a global, like a cheap budget gym, and I had some alright lads there who helped me out. And
Because the thing with personal training, especially in like a global, well, it'll still be the same in the gym here. People, like you might be the most knowledgeable guy in the room, but people might go to like one of the other guys purely because I don't know, they have better rapport with you.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And it's like, well, I want to spend an hour. I want to spend an hour with that person. I don't want to spend an hour with this person because he's just not my kind of guy. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good you are as a it's the personal training industry. How personable are you?
Yeah.
It is.
Like, people want to spend an hour at a time with you. You can be the most knowledgeable guy in the world, but
if they don't like you, then they're not going to invest in you or buy into you as a person. Never mind as a trainer. They don't like you, and that's it, isn't it?
So, but yeah, little swerve sidewinding there, didn't we? So then Phil was there talking, and it just kind of a lot of dots kind of lined up for me.
Did you immediately see him as someone that you could begin to learn from?
No, in all honesty, it was a year. It was a year from because at the time, back then it was because the mentorship was 6 months and thousands of pounds again. And it was like, where am I? Where am I pulling that from? And it was only one seminar I'd done with him. So, but what I'd done was I'd gone away and started to apply some of the principles and was like, wow, this is working. And I had an injury myself and started CrossFitting and pulled my back deadlifting. And literally I was bent over in two and was couldn't move for a day or two and started applying the principles, and within 2-3 days I was walking around fine and feeling alright type thing. But I went to a physio and got an assessment because I was like, well, I've never heard of pop in my back before. I've never been bent over twisted like that before.
I've done it.
I should get something checked out. And I was like, oh, I've been doing this and I'm feeling a lot better. And they just like, no, you don't want to do that. What you need to do is you need to lie down, you need to do your TVA activation. So I was like, okay, well, this person's got a degree, they're a physio, I'll trust the professional.
Yeah, of course.
3 days later, back's in tatters again. And I was like, hang on a second, this made me go like this, and this made me go like this. There's something in this. Started to rehab more in it and felt stupid strong. And it was like, oh, okay, I'm in, sold.
Yeah.
And then a year later.
Isn't it mad how sometimes it takes? Sorry, isn't it mad sometimes how it takes an injury or a bump in the road to for something to really hit you in the face?
Yeah. It's what's his face says it, doesn't he? John Kavanagh.
Conor McGregor's coach.
Yeah, that quote. Actually, the quote annoys me. It's a good quote, but at the same time it annoys me because it's we either win or we learn. It's so we only learn, we're saying you only learn when there's a bump in the road. Yeah. But actually, how many times do we win but we've made mistakes?
Yeah.
And you made mistakes winning, but you never chose to learn with that. It was it's alright.
Yeah.
It's alright. Because
you won 10-0 but you played rubbish.
Yeah. And you don't learn from that. So I love the quote, but I see the quote, but at the same time it's but that's a problem.
Yeah. Why does it take that to learn?
When really should be able to assess whether you've done well or not, or what you could improve on when you win as well.
Yeah.
Especially in regards to CrossFit, and obviously learning usually is learning from an injury. If everything's going fine, it's no dramas. But in regards to CrossFit, it's going to be getting snapped, like you say.
Yeah. And we all know that injuries, a lot of the time, unless it's a freak accident, it's not the one thing you do at that time when you feel the injury or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a build-up.
It's just Yeah.
As I said, I had a lady in 2 days ago, and she talked through like her evolution of CrossFit, and she gets into and why she's doing CrossFit and what she's there for, and it's like that. It's like, oh yeah, I started on 3 days a week, and then I went to 4, and then I went to 5, and then bang, I got injured.
Yeah.
And then I let it all calm down again, and then I started off at 1, 2, 3 days a week, I built to 5, bang, got injured.
Yeah.
It's like you're just doing too much.
Yeah.
Like it is that you shouldn't be training 5 times a week. We need to gauge the amount that you're pushing and everything like that. And it is just the injury is the accumulation of everything that went before it, not
what happened
that one day.
I can't do thrusters because they injure me for this reason. It's not that. It's everything else.
You did thrusters tired one day.
And you said it to me like when you've had an injury and then it kind of goes away. So say like I don't know, it was bench pressing that there was a problem, and then you got to a point where you could do press ups without it hurting again. So you were like, wicked, it's not hurting. And then you go back to bench pressing the exact same way. You know what I mean? You always got to like that's like no pain. That's what's causing the pain. You need to find that middle ground. Was how you explained it to me, but not going like right, it's gone away a little bit. Right, just go back to where I was.
Yeah.
And then you're just back into that pain.
Yeah, you've got to build back to that.
Yeah.
Pain free and with the better movement pattern.
Yeah.
Here's my intensity level. Where's my rehab intensity level?
Exactly.
Yeah. So my intensity level is I get pain in my squat at 80% of max. Okay, well where do I?
Yeah.
Like we need to get the rehab up to.
Yeah. Find where you don't get pain and train there until that threshold.
Ideally, stay as close to it as possible.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to bring people all the way back down again.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it's that fundamental, like they're missing something so basic, which means that complex activity that is the squat.
Yeah.
It's like they're missing fundamentals of well, actually they can't stabilise on one side or they can on the other, or they're tight as hell on one side and they're loose on the other, and it's like, well, you need to correct that out because otherwise you're just getting pulled left, right, and centre in your squat.
Yeah. And it's crazy when you fix little things, like how much your results increase. I think Phil mentioned last time, like the angle that you can pull into the setup for a clean for. If you change that like a few degrees, your pull's much more vertical or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And that's the same with anything, isn't it? If you're squatting at a certain angle, something's at a certain angle that's off. You improve the angle slightly. Yeah. And the squat massively improves.
Yeah. That's huge. Yeah, the angles are, biomechanics are huge and everything.
People think, I need to get stronger. Do you, or do you just need
a better squat?
A better squat.
Yeah, like a better
squat. Why does a cyclist and a swimmer a cyclist spends all the time in a wind tunnel? Because all they want to get is optimal lines, less wind resistance through angles.
Yeah.
Cycle all you want, do as many squats as you want, do as many leg exercises as you want to get your legs as strong as you want, but you probably save more watts.
Yeah.
Or create more watts, just everything. Fighting against less wind resistance, and then swimming the same thing. How can you cut through the water?
That makes sense, doesn't it? That's quite clever.
It's exactly the same thing on the squat.
You try and drill it in here, like with the. I think you did it in one of your warm-ups the other day. You put a tempo in the air squat, because how many times do you see people air squatting and it looks almost like a deadlift? You know the Murph squat where they bend over. Why don't you make your air squat as good as it can possibly be, because that will transfer to every other 100% effort squat that you do as well.
Yeah. Body learns.
The squat's a big one. Like so from, I don't know, if someone comes in with like the world's worst squat, because people want to squat. If it's back squat in the workout, they want to do it. But obviously, if the squat's that bad, then you don't want to do it. So you need to find some middle ground. So I don't know, like how long would it take someone, if that's all they did, if all they wanted to do was improve their air squat and get to a point where you were like, or is it just really that individual? If someone was just like really bad, really rubbish squatting, how long?
Well, the thing is, there's no harm in. Depends on how technical you want them to squat.
Yeah.
But Madders has done great work with Padme guys.
Yeah.
Actually, he never taught them to squat. He just said sit down, stand up. He's not overcoached them or anything. He's just and over time they've found the right position of squatting. And I've seen Phil's uses that with his cyclists. I've watched his cyclists do like Olympic lifts and squats, and he's never taught, like, he doesn't coach them how to squat, he doesn't coach them how to Olympic lift, and actually over time they're getting, is it a perfect Olympic lift clean? It's not, but they're actually starting, it resembles someone that's never been taught anything, it resembles what it looks like, because the body finds the efficient path. The part of the key can be is just, it's not so much, you could let them squat, it's just controlling where they do squat. It's like, 5 rep maxes don't exist for you. This is your weight. Like, so you could keep them doing it for sure, it's just, you know when they are not safe. But fundamentally, there's nothing wrong in being, there's nothing wrong in training in a bad position. Life is bad positions. Like, that is more functional to be in a bad position than it is to be in the perfect position. It's not ideal for the sport of squatting, like, where you want maximum efficiency, but for life, you getting somebody squatting and being strong in odd positions which is what strongman training and all that is more functional. It is more functional than having perfect technique.
I mean, you would think, like, say for example, picking up a heavy sandbag, that doesn't look anything like a good deadlift or you know, a good position, does it? Because you're completely rounded out over it. But that's more relatable to real life, isn't it? Picking something heavy up off the ground.
I mean, in all honesty, I think we can get rid of the sandbag, because I've come up with a new idea. We should just do weighted boxes, because it's only your fridge. Your kitchen table. Like, how awkward is it to pick up the 30-inch boxes, carry them across the table like this? Like, hardest thing in the world. But what do we pick up at home? We pick up our fridge. We pick up all these square objects that we can't even.
Fridge fit, innit?
So we'll get fridge fit.
Fridge fit.
We'll just do different weighted boxes. Is this copyrighted? Can we copyright this? We've said it right now.
We need box fridge manufacturers out there. What name of fridge manufacturer?
Smeg. That's funny, but it's real.
They need some marketing improvements anyway.
And it's true, because, like, I don't know, like, you train deadlift, it's like picking things up in it, but when you ever have a couch with a bar on the side that you can use,
that you can sit over the top of, it's like, no, you're always back here.
Better grip.
This is where it changes, isn't it? It's where people use CrossFit and strength training for, like we've said, relatable things, and then there's the sport of fitness.
Exactly.
And they're totally separate things, aren't they? So it's people, I want to improve my squat because it translates to my Olympic lifts and high repetitions, you know, the sport of squatting, which is CrossFit, and then real life.